Welcome back to the Season 2 qualifiers for the Board Networks Marble Championship. In the last video, in part 1 of the qualifiers, we did curling, and that was the results. So now we move on to the other 3 events, beginning with the 2-meter dash. Very classic event. This event will be upgraded in the actual tournament, make it a 3-meter dash. But for now, we're just going to stick with the 2-meter, and we'll see who can come out on top in this very speed-based event. On the first one, we have Black Markers, Team Clarity, Red Riots, and the Flaming Cobras. So you see the course there one more time as they get released. And the Black Markers, Team Clarity, Red Riots, all very close within each other. Flaming Cobras, a bit far behind as we check the replay. And we get the times. There they are. The Black Markers will take the win, 2.944 over the Red Riots and Team Clarity. Next one, Ultraviolets, Wayfinders, Team Mariana, and the Berry Blasters. As they get released. Each lane kind of, what was that? The Ultraviolets and the Wayfinders in a race of their own, and then the Berry Blasters and Team Mariana. All of them beat the 3-second mark. I guess that's a good thing. Berry Blasters down there with the 2.992. The Ultraviolets take the win on that race. Now we have Swamp Crashers, Rosemary's, Twilights, and the Gardeners. The Swamp Crashers off to a big lead. Gardeners very far behind. So I have to see what came there. A close race between the Twilights and the Rosemarys. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. All of them were pretty slow. Swamp Crashers only a 3.3. That is definitely, well, that's not as fast as the first 2 races at all. And now we have True Blue Crew, Iron Skies, Ice Chippers, who fall way behind, with Team Horizon there as well, getting 3rd. That's not going to be a good time by the Ice Chippers. And it's not a good time by either of them at all. Those second 2 races were much slower than the first 2. And there are the overall results for the 2-meter dash, a nice quick event after curling. Gardeners bring up the rear with the Ultraviolets and the Wayfinders. And now we have the Gravitrax Slalom with our special guest, King Stardust. He decided to join us for this event. And I believe he is rooting on the Ultraviolets. Team Mariana will get us started in the actual event, though. And off they get released. This will be a team-based event. Well, there they get released. So it'll be a team-based event, and the timer stops when the 3rd marble crosses the line, right there. Right when it kind of drops off onto the carpet, the timer will stop, and Team Mariana will get an 8.23. So that'll be the benchmark for the other teams to beat. Iron Skies now, they want a good finish. They already lose 1. They still have enough to classify as a finish, and they get to the bottom, and they get a stoppage. The Iron Skies will take a DNF. So that'll be a guaranteed last place, unfortunate for them. Berry Blasters now, undefeated on Gravitrax events. And so the only time they have to beat right now is an 8.23, and this is looking very quick. 1 stops there, but it's enough to classify a finisher. 7.66 for the Berry Blasters. They are undefeated on Gravitrax. We'll have to see if that stays. Flaming Cobras now. They had a good curling. So actually, no, they didn't, sorry. They did not have a good curling. This is looking pretty quick, though. 3rd one crosses the line. And it's a 7.62! The Berry Blasters, immediately after their run, have been dethroned for the first time in a Gravitrax event. The Flaming Cobras, out of nowhere, really. That was that was completely out of nowhere. And we're almost skipping the Swamp Crashers run. Swamp Crashers cross the line, 7.74. They lose 1 too, but all you need is 3 finishers. That was a pretty good time as well. Team Clarity now. Team Clarity are going off of a 16th place finish in the first season. They really want to turn that around. This is looking pretty quick as well. It's a 7.56. Team Clarity are in the lead overall in the slalom at the moment. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Team Horizon, that was a very late start out of the gate for Team Horizon. And they almost get a stoppage. The last marble pushes the 3rd one through. That's going to come across as an 8.04. Pretty good considering that near stoppage at the back. The back end of the course. Black Markers now. As we know, our first ever 2-time champions, and this is looking pretty good. Another kind of slow transition to the last 2 corners there. But a 7.69 that'll definitely keep them up there. True Blue Crew. We're blazing through this now. True Blue Crew, as I said in the last video, 12th in the first season, and they want to build on that. But of course, that'll rely on a good finish here. But again, 8.01, another team having a bit of a struggle with that last two corners transition there, from the rails to the corners. Red Riots now almost get released too early, but they get all right. Now in through the slaloms, a very fast-paced, and they do get, no they don't! He does keep going, and they get to classify as a finisher. 8.92 though, that is not good at all. That's only going to beat the Iron Skies at the moment, as they DNF'd. Slowest time so far. What can the Gardeners offer? They were also kind of slow out of the gate, like Team Horizon. And we're going to get another stoppage. What is happening to these teams? 8.52, not as bad as the Red Riots, but that is still going to be not what they wanted, definitely. The Wayfinders, can they find their way down the course? I'm probably going to make too many of those jokes, but as they do come down to the bottom, it's a pretty decent transition, and they come across a 7.72, much better than the last few that we have seen. Ultraviolets now, very differing positions in the first two events. That last one getting off to a late start, but he catches up very quickly. And they cross the line, a very fast 7.24. That's almost half a second clear of the Berry Blasters, who used to be undefeated at Gravitrax, but now they've been defeated by... Oh, hang on, the Twilights! It's a false start for the Twilights! And as a result, they have a half a second penalty. That is very unfortunate for them. So they're going to have to go really fast to try and make up for the lost time, and they're actually doing it pretty well across the line. That was a fantastic run. A 7.51. But unfortunately, the penalty gets them back over 8 seconds. Very sad for them. That probably would have been a bronze. Even better. Ice Chippers now. Poor results in the first two events, but can they bring something back? That looked very good, and it's a 7.47. That's going to be the silver medal at the moment, which means they are guaranteed a medal with only one more team to go. The Rosemaries haven't really been that particularly memorable, but they will cross the line in another fast, a 7.53. Okay, we got quite a few fast ones at the end there, and that will get them the bronze. The Ice Chippers will get a silver. That's definitely what they need. Ultraviolets will take the gold. Iron Skies, of course, with the DNF, will get last. And now for the final event of the qualifiers, the underwater race. Now this will just be 2 races of 8. And it's quite a long one, so strap in. Or at least the courses. It's almost a minute long, as you saw the teams in there. We have, amongst them are Flaming Cobras, Team Clarity, Gardeners. The Twilights, I believe, are a part of this one. Swamp Crashers, too. We get a nice big finger on the camera there. As the Team Clarity look like they have the lead, as I say that they get overtaken by the Ultraviolets with Team Mariana. Team Mariana now has the lead. A water-based team doing well in a water-based event. You don't see that every day. But will the Ultraviolets retake the lead then? Team Mariana fall almost back to third. They stay in front of Team Clarity. But now it's a 4-horse race for first. Swamp Crashers up there. They want to say something. The Ultraviolets maintain the lead. We're about halfway through now. Back there, what is that? The Gardeners not having anything to show for it. And way up top, the Twilights and the Red Riots are having their own little race. But as we come to the finish line, that little dirty line there, Team Clarity has retained the lead, and Team Clarity will win the underwater race, well, at least this group stage, with a 56.69, and they have a 3-second gap from them to last place, the Gardeners. So there won't be any advancing in this, much like in the 2-meter dash. It'll be one race, and whatever time you get is where the final positions are settled. Team Horizon and Rosemaries, along with Berry Blasters, Ice Chippers in this one, Iron Skies as well, and the Rosemaries. You see the rest as well. Wayfinders, I believe, are in this one too. As with True Blue Crew. The Black Markers as well. So I think I made a mistake. I think the Wayfinders were actually in the last one. My apologies. But the Rosemaries are off to an early lead with the Iron Skies. That's definitely something that they need. Iron Skies need a good finish here, especially if they want to qualify. The Berry Blasters are they got a silver in the underwater race in the last season, which wasn't filmed. but they're falling back to 4th in this one. This is not looking super good. Team Horizon's back there. It's actually gotten quite windy, so it's probably difficult to tell where they are there, and now it's gotten a bit shady. A lot of different weather things happening. Rosemary's and Iron Skies hit that obstacle in the middle, but the Rosemary's will still come across to take the victory. But because of that obstacle, the Berry Blasters will take 2nd in this race. And if you saw up top, the Ice Chippers finished far behind everyone else, and they will come dead last in this event. Team Clarity will claim the gold in front of Team Mariana. And now we find out who have qualified. Congratulations to our qualifiers. Unfortunately for True Blue Crew, Ice Chippers, Iron Skies, and Gardeners, they will go no further. Unfortunate for them, but we hope to see you in the main tournament coming soon. Thank you all for watching.